Modulus of z minus 4 upon z is equal to 2, then the maximum value of modulus of z is equal to, first option is 2 to 3 plus 1, second option root 5 plus 1, third option is 2, and the fourth option is 2 root 12. Okay, here let us consider here modulus of z can be written as modulus of z minus of 4 divided by z plus 4 divided by z, adding and subtracting 4 by z. If you cancel these two, remaining again modulus of z only. Then there is a property of modulus of the complex number here. Modulus of z1 plus z2 is always less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 here. This is a property of the modulus of the complex number here. Hence, modulus of this one can be written as modulus of z is less than or equal to modulus of z minus 4 divided by z plus then 4 divided by z here. It's a modulus here. Okay. Then obviously this is a 2 here. They already given here. Modulus of z minus 4 upon z value is a 2 here. So this is a 2 here. So modulus of z less than or equal to 2 plus 4 is a constant here. 4 divided by modulus of z here. Then multiplying both sides by modulus of z here means the denominator term is there. We have to cancel this one. Yes, both multiplying both sides by modulus of z here. Modulus of z into modulus of z gives modulus of z whole square less than or equal to 2 into modulus of z here. 2 into modulus of z. Then here this one cancels here. Remaining is 4 here. Take both term left side here. Modulus of z whole square minus 2 into modulus of z here minus of 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, modulus of z is equal to, answer this is a quadratic equation here. It's just like a quadratic equation. Therefore, modulus of z equal to minus of minus 2 here plus or minus root of minus 2 square minus of 4 into 1 into minus 4 1 into minus 4 divided by 2 into a value is 1 here 2 into 1. Okay, you are using the formula, so minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You are using that formula. A value is 1, b value minus 2, and the c value is minus 4 here. Here minus into minus becomes a plus here. So plus 2 plus or minus. And one more thing here, less than or equal to. So it is a less than or equal to here. It is a less than or equal to. Then plus or minus. Here 4 4s are 16 here. Minus into minus plus. 16 plus 4 becomes 20. Okay, plus or minus root of 20 divided by 2 here. Therefore, this is less than or equal to 2 plus or minus. Here 4 5s are 20. Square root of 4 is 2 here. 2 root of 5 divided by 2. Therefore, a modulus of z here is less than or equal to 2. Take a 2 common factor here. 2 and 2 cancels. Hence, modulus of z here is less than or is equal to, so 1 plus or minus root of 5. Take here 2 common factor. 2 and 2 cancels. We get this result here. Now take the term left side here. Modulus of z minus of 1 plus or minus root of 5 is less than or is equal to 0. Hence, here we can write this one as modulus of z here. Then minus of 1 plus root 5. 1 plus root of 5. Okay, and one more thing here. Just take a minus inside the bracket. Modulus of z here minus of 1 minus or plus root of 5 less than or equal to 0. Yes, a modulus of z, then minus 1 minus root 5 minus common factor 1 plus root 5. Write in the bracket here. Then again in the bracket here modulus of z here. Modulus of z, then minus 1 plus root 5. Minus is the common factor here. Therefore 1 minus root 5. 1 minus of root of 5 is less than or equal to 0. Therefore its a product is less than 0. Therefore obviously modulus of z is in between by 1 minus root 5 and 1 plus root 5. Yes, this is the maximum value. Minimum value is this here, maximum value is this one. So therefore root 5 plus 1 is the answer. If a modulus of z plus 4 is less than or equal to 3, then the maximum value of modulus of z plus 1 is what is? Okay, in this case, modulus of z plus 1, we want this value, maximum value. So, you can write this one as modulus of z plus 4 minus of 3. Okay, modulus of z plus 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 gives again 1 here. Again, you know the formula, modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 here. Therefore, modulus of z plus 1 is less than or equal to modulus of z plus 4, then plus here. Modulus of minus of 3. Yes, the modulus of z plus 1 is less than or equal to, here this value is 3 here. So therefore 3, then plus. Modulus of minus 3 is plus 3 here. Yes, modulus of z plus 1 is less than or equal to 6 here. So therefore maximum value must be 6 here. So this is the answer here. So geometrically, here this is a circle here. So the center is a minus 4 0. If this is a circle, okay. Here y-axis and here it is a x-axis here. Here modulus of z plus 4 less than or equal to 3 means modulus of z minus of minus 4 here is less than or equal to 3 means here the value inside the circle here whose the center is a minus 4 0. So center is a minus 4 0. Radius is a 3 units here. So here radius is a 3 units. This is a 3 units. Even this is also 3 units here. Here sir, here if it is a minus 4 0, then the radius is a 3 here. Then this coordinate is a minus 1 comma 0. This coordinate is minus 1 0, and this coordinate is a minus 4 minus 3 gives a minus 7 here. Minus 7 comma 0 means this part here. Therefore, here modulus of z plus 1 means here z minus of minus 1 here. So this part here minus 1 0. So maximum value means total this distance here. Okay, here z means point lies on the circle here. Point lies on the circle. Here we want a maximum value means obviously you should take care this value, this part only. Therefore it gives 6 units here. Maximum value is 6 here. And other points are having a less than this 6 here. Other points on the circle, all those are having a length less than 6 only. Hence maximum value is 6 units here. C is the correct option. If z1 and z2 are two non-zero complex numbers, modulus of z1 plus z2 is equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2, then argument of z1 minus argument of z2 is equal to what here? Okay. Yeah, Z1 and Z2 are the complex numbers here. Okay, Z1 and Z2 are complex numbers here. So let us consider argument of Z1 is equal to theta 1 here, and argument of Z2 is equal to theta 2. Argument of Z2 is theta 2 here. Okay. Here they given this result here. Modulus of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2 here. Then squaring on both sides here. Squaring on both sides here. So modulus of Z1 plus Z2 whole square is equal to modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2, it's a square here. So there is one formula in the complex number here. Modulus of Z1 plus Z2 whole square is given by modulus of Z1 square here, then plus modulus of Z2 square plus 2 into modulus of Z1 into modulus of Z2 into cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 here. This is a formula. This is a modulus of Z1 square plus modulus of Z2 square plus 2 into modulus of Z1 into Z2 into cos of theta 1 minus theta 2. And this equal to, here in RHS use a plus b whole square formula. Hence modulus of Z1 square plus modulus of Z2 square plus 2 into modulus of Z1 into modulus of Z2. Here left side and right hand side, these two terms get cancels here. Therefore 2 into modulus of Z1 into modulus of Z2 into cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to 2 into modulus of Z1 into modulus of Z2. These two cancels here. Here these terms get cancels. Therefore cos of theta 1 minus of theta 2 is equal to 0. Then the cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is 0. Yes, theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay, theta 1 minus of theta 2 is equal to, we cancel the term, then right hand side becomes 1 here, not 0. Yes, cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to 1, then theta 1 minus theta 2 is 0. Therefore theta 1 is the argument of Z1, theta 2 is the argument of Z2 here. Hence argument of Z1 minus of argument of Z2 is equal to 0. So B is the correct option. If omega is equal to Z divided by Z minus I upon 3 and modulus of omega is equal to 1, then Z lies on a parabola, a straight line, a circle and an ellipse here. Here this example depends upon this theory part here. If Z is a variable part here, if Z is a variable part and Z1, Z2 are the two fixed parts here, Z1, Z2 are the two fixed parts in the Argand plane. Then modulus of Z1, Z minus Z1 is equal to modulus of Z minus Z2 gives a locus of Z is the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining Z1 and Z2. It is a perpendicular bisector. That point line Z lies on the perpendicular bisector, means it is a line here. So even here also, here they given here omega is equal to Z divided by Z minus of I divided by 3. Taking modulus on both sides here, modulus of omega is equal to modulus of Z divided by Z minus of I divided by 3. And there is a property of modulus here. Modulus of z1 divided by z2 is equal to modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2 here. This is a property here. So use that one here. And a modulus of omega is 1, they already given here. So this is 1 here. So right here 1 is equal to modulus of z divided by modulus of z minus of I divided by 3, I upon 3. Take this term, this side here, cross multiply. So therefore z minus of I divided by 3 is equal to modulus of z is there. Z can be written as z minus of 0. So therefore this is in this form here. Z minus z1. Modulus of z minus z1 is equal to modulus of z minus z2 here. Then the locus of z is the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the point z1 and z2 here. Here z1 is minus 1 upon 3 comma 0. 0 comma 1 by 3. 0 minus of 1 by 3. And here z2 is the origin, means this part here. It is the origin here. Then this is a perpendicular bisector here. Therefore, the perpendicular bisector is again straight line in the. Therefore, lies on a straight line. Z lies on the straight line here. Z lies on the straight line here. Okay. If modulus of z square minus 1 equal to modulus of z square plus 1, then z lies on the real axis, imaginary axis, third option circle, fourth option is ellipse. There is one formula in a complex number here. If modulus of z1 plus z2 is equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 here, then argument of z1 is equal to argument of z2. This is a formula in the complex number chapter. Therefore, in this case here, modulus of z square minus of 1 is equal to modulus of z square plus modulus of minus of 1 here. So modulus of minus 1 here, modulus of z square is equal to modulus of minus 1 here. You are using this formula. Therefore, then argument of z square is equal to argument of minus 1 here. Argument of minus 1. Then argument of z square can be written as 2 into argument of z here. And argument of minus 1 is obviously it is a higher because minus 1 is there. Okay. So here, so look here, z equal to minus 1 is a complex number here. This can be written as minus 1 plus I into 0. Therefore, this means what here? Cos of pi plus I into sin pi. Cos pi value is a minus 1. Sin pi value is a 0. Therefore, obviously, here argument is a pi. Angle is a pi. The argument of minus 1 is a pi. Then take it to that side here. Argument of z here. It is a pi by 2. Argument of z is a pi by 2 means here z lies on imaginary axis here because of pi by 2 here. Therefore, z lies on y axis here. That lies on y axis. That is lies on imaginary axis here. Y axis means imaginary because the pi by 2 is there. So therefore here x equal to 0 and here y is equal to 0. Total this angle is pi by 2 here. Therefore z lies on y axis here. So second option is correct here.